Hi everyone, Ranger here. Before I moved house, sort of like about a couple of months ago even, I had to go to London with work, which involved sort of driving down with my co-worker. And before I set off, it dawned on me, I looked on the phone to see how far it was, and it's about, from London to my home city, it's about 230 miles. And I thought, well, what if? And I mean, from any situation, from the simply the car breaking down and I needed to wait for rescue, or from a major incident where no vehicles are working and I would have to walk 230 miles home with my co-worker, because obviously that would be priority one, getting back to my wife and kids. So before I set off for work, I made myself a get home bag. So I thought I would get it out and sort of run you through what I was thinking. Obviously, I had a day sack with me as well, because obviously I had to have my lunch things in, and there's just my EDC stuff that I carry with that as well. But I also considered, if it was me and my co-worker, I made sure that we had at least enough to keep both of us safe, but and well, not safe, warm and dry and get home with. So I'll run you through it in stages. Unfortunately, this might be a two-parter because I've only got mine set to be able to film 15-minute intervals. So yeah, I'll probably start you off with what I would have been wearing at the time, because I was at work, so I would have had my work gear. So I'll pick you up, run you through it.
Okay, so these are probably what I would have been wearing. Well, it was what I would have been wearing when I went to London, which would have been my work trousers, which have built-in knee pads, so I won't have to worry about knee things there. This is my thin thermal thing that I showed you in my first kit videos, where this would, yeah, you can literally put that on and then something over the top and it just warms you up instantly. Then that's a thermal long sleeve t-shirt. This is one of my old canoeing fleeces, but it's really nice because it's all thermal, and it's got a nice polo neck on, so that sort of keeps the neck warm. And then just my generic work jumper, but this is just an old one that I use for decorating now, and it hasn't got a company logo on, so yeah, so that's clothing. And then I will get back to you as I get my day sack out.
Right then, so this is my day sack that I carry around with me at work, and just general EDC. My thinking would have been, obviously, like I said, this is literally as I've brought it home today from work. I mean, I can't even remember half the stuff I've got in there at the moment, but I'll run you through it. And like I said, my thinking would have been, I put some EDC in here, but if anything happened, my co-worker, he's got a decent day sack as well. So what I would have done is, between this day sack and my get home bag, I would have taken some of that stuff out and given it to him to put in his bag. And I probably would have ditched this after emptying it and have the one backpack. But yeah. Oh yeah, before I forget, with regards to my clothing, also stuff I would have taken off of the truck at the time would have been, I've got some waterproof trousers that I wear at work, and I've got a big aluminous jacket, which, yeah, in a shift situation, I wouldn't have kept entirely, but I'm under the opinion if I was having to walk home from London, if it all kicked off there and there, I wouldn't want to be dressed in my camos with a big camo bag on, because that just blatantly says I'm a prepper, mug me for everything I have. So I would have just stayed in my work clothes. Yeah, I would have had my backpack on, but I've been in a high-vis jacket and just tried to have looked like, what the hell's going on, sort of a thing. And during that time, I haven't got much food. Because obviously, I had to sort of think, well, I am actually just going for the day at working. I can't pack everything and everything into my truck, because that's just taking the mickey out of work. So I figured I would be able to acquire some food and stuff when I was out there by some means, whether it be buying it or finding it. But in a kind of that situation, whatever got me home to my wife and kids would have to do. But anyway, back to the bag. So let's get this open. So in the main pouch, lunch bag, you know, it's sort of like, it'll keep stuff cool to a degree. Didn't have my apple today. Have that tomorrow. Water, juice bottle. So I think I've got my soya filter in my get home bag, so amazingly enough, I think these bottles have been cleverly designed so that they're not the same size as a Coke bottle, so I probably would have had to have just I wouldn't have been able to just screw my filter onto it, but I did have some bags. But juice bag for now. I do start rambling so much sometimes. Emergency food, I did have to bring a couple of chicken curries, just so we had at least one meal straight away. That's irrelevant rubbish. My thermal mug, hat, and I don't know what these are called, but they're sort of like scarves that you just pull over your head and leave around your neck, you know, because you can use these in multiple ways. You can like that, have it round your neck, round your mouth, covering all the back of your neck. And because I have, that's what another reason why I wear that canoeing thing with the polo neck. It sort of like acts like a double seal, so you really don't get any wind in there at all. Lovely and warm when you've got that on. So hat, scarf, phone charger. It's got car attachment as well onto it, but if I was having to walk home, I'd just ditch that, and I've got my RAV power torch thingy. So I had light as well. Knife, fork, spoon, can opener set. My optional knife. Compass. I've got an OS map of my local area, so that wouldn't be my that wouldn't be any useful from London. But my theory would be I'd pretty much just walk down the M1. Obviously, if it was in a big chaotic event, I would have to sort of be very careful as I walk down, because people would be sort of stranded out there. If for instance it was an EMP and everyone's cars were wiped out, there'd been hundreds of people just stranded on the M1. So, but because my getting navigational skills aren't fantastic, I know the M1 is a good way home. You know, and there's plenty of woodland area I can dive into and camp overnight. So it'd be like get off the road at night and then camp out and head home during the day. Anyway, rabbiting again. Poncho, and that's the two main pockets. Prescription sunglasses, because I need them when I'm driving. A cigarette lighter. They're just memory pens for work, which I'd leave behind. Work keys, which would be left behind. Wallet. And my ordinary glasses would be in there as well, but I leave them in the car and then put them in when I go for work. So that's that kit. Right, so I'll just pack this all away and then I'll get the get home bag out. So back in a minute.